How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah? What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minner's Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniform.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere, just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms. Hello and welcome to the Oak Pavilion. I'm Levi Flores along with Lauren Goodman, and it is the number 2 ranked team in the state, the Columbia College Claim Jumpers, playing at home against the Folsom Lake College Falcons.
Tonight's going to be a good one. This is a match. Home court advantage. Home team on the field in their yellow uniforms, trimmed in red. We should see a good one.
Columbia College only has one returning player. They were one of the top teams in the state 2 years ago, right before the COVID shutdown. They lost to Santa Rosa 69-65 on March 7th, 2020, 6 days before the shutdown, and it was just one game away from making those Final Four teams. They play San Francisco, teams like that, the top teams, but a sad loss to end their season. But now coming back, one returning player and still ranked number 2 in the state.
They're extremely exciting. They look good on paper, right? They jump off the tracks. So they're going to definitely have to step up and prove that number 2 ranking.
Only one returning player, but they have 7 sophomores, 4 players actually coming from Fresno City College who won the Central Valley Conference in 2020, and then they went on to be one of those top teams, and they also beat Columbia 2 times out of the Columbia 4 losses. But unfortunately, Fresno City got in some little hot water, and so that 2020 CVC title, along with 18 and 17, came here to Columbia College and are hanging up banners in the Oak Pavilion.
Well, it seems like Columbia got the good end of the stick, right? They got those transfers, they got the title, which means that these kids are ready to ball, and you got a unit. We should see what this team does, especially they got some popping uniforms they should be playing as well.
Noel Alexander tipping off for Columbia, but Folsom winning it. It was Trey Adams who tipped it back for the Falcons. And a quick whistle out there. Little shot clock issue. Starting players for Columbia, number 1, Deshaun Bartley, who is that only returning player coming from Dillard High School. Marcus McCutcheon out of Merced playing for Fresno City, one of those players. Taj Malik Campbell, who actually played on the D1 level on Morgan State University's team out of Maryland, and his hometown out of Philadelphia. Isaiah Jones, a Fresno City player, and Noel Alexander, who actually his freshman year was 3 years ago. He couldn't gray shirt. It was past the timing for that, as he couldn't get that one there. And then, of course, the COVID season couldn't play that. So now finally back for his sophomore year, 3 years after his freshman so-called year.
Well, we're going to see a lot of that this year, just special COVID. And you see this last play right here from Folsom Lake. Tip-off, still Columbia. But like I was saying, that this group, you'll have a couple of those because kids are kind of misplaced. Recruiting is behind. And you'll see a couple kids, based off how they did recruiting and who they allowed to play, playing maybe 3 years removed from high school.
Drive inside, poked away, but a foul on Columbia. So that stays with Folsom Lake. And looking at their starters now, number 0, Yadvir Dhaliwal, coming out of Sacramento Inderkum High School. Number 2, Cameron Wall, coming from Folsom, a local player for them. Number 10, Philip Polizzaco, coming from Sacramento. Number 11, Trey Adams, who won the tip for them out of Sacramento. And number 32, Pierce Rexford, a sophomore player, one of the 3 returning players, averaged 10.6 points per game as we see a bucket from Yadvir Dhaliwal, the first points on the board for either team.
Yadvir had a great career at Inderkum. Shooter, knockdown guy. We'll see his versatility and how his game has changed, but he's definitely a bucket.
McCutcheon down low, couldn't get the bucket, but a foul.
And I'm interested to see how McCutcheon is guarded. You see right here, Dhaliwal get cut. Good lay.
Marcus McCutcheon in his freshman year at Fresno City College averaged 18.7 minutes per game and 13.4 points per game. A very key player for Columbia as he transfers over.
I want to see how they're going to guard McCutcheon. He has a nice size, nice build. He's short on that first free throw, but he's going to probably give the defender some difficulty.
Able to hit the second.
Now you're seeing a full court press from Columbia. And Wall.
Folsom Lake moving around that outside. Columbia guarding very well inside the paint. Trying to force Folsom Lake to shoot from the outside as we see another jumper off the glass, rebounded by Columbia. A few notable players that are missing from Columbia as they moved on, either on their sophomore level to a higher university or if they just moved on from sophomore to junior year, is Landis Spivey moving on to Cal State Fullerton, along with his teammate Grayson Carper, who was only a freshman, moving on to his sophomore year at Cal State Fullerton with them. So 2 jumpers moving to D1 schools just like that. And then Caleb Carter moving to Chico State, and Seth Coddington, who actually ran the offense for Columbia. All 4 of those players missing, but now they got those Fresno City players and then the one returning to try to rebuild that core again and maybe take a state title.
It's a recipe for success. Obviously, at the junior college level, that's your job. Your job is to get them to the next level, playing college ball, playing at D1, D2 schools. And so you see a lot of that. And once Columbia now has built that reputation of getting players out, you're going to see good groups coming in here more and more and more. Obviously, there's going to be some situations going on next year with all these sophomores. I don't know how many freshmen you get in, but essentially I think they're going to build, and if they're one game away from the big dance, I think they're going to try to push and do that again.
Trey Adams was down the court already trying to get the pass. Alley-ooped up for them there, but Noel Alexander was able to stop him. Alexander takes over the position of Caleb Carter, who led the league 2 years ago in blocks per game all the way across the college division as we see a first bucket from Deshaun Bartley. Like I was saying, Caleb Carter, he led all college divisions, NCAA Division 1, 2, all the way down to JUCO in blocks per game with 4.4. And now Noel Alexander, who played even before Caleb Carter started here at Columbia, now bringing it back and having to fill that position. He's more athletic, but he doesn't necessarily get those blocks as much as Carter did. We saw in the first game of the Columbia Classic, Saracoso versus Marin. Marin played full court pressure the entire time, and it looks like Columbia is going to say, hey, we should do that and try to take Folsom Lake's energy levels down on the offensive end.
Well, it makes sense. There's a reason why you want to play full court press. You see right there, tough call on the snatch in, but you want to apply pressure. Why? Because we want to tire down the offense. We don't want them to be full speed ahead going and attacking to us. So that full court pressure kind of also delays, and then it also works in the shot clock.
Baseline jumper blocked, and Deshaun Bartley will take over that point guard position.
See Columbia being patient right here with the offense.
Isaiah Jones taking it to the rack, high off the glass and down. It's good.
And I like the finish there. Good high arcing shot on the ball. Easy floater.
Three-pointer, top of the key, good. Cameron Wall.
And that's something Cameron Wall is going to do all night. The Folsom grad. Dad is the coach at Folsom. So Cameron Wall knows the game really well. He's a solid point guard with a knockdown shot.
Baseline drive, right side, a little too strong. Taj Malik Campbell able to dominate down low.
Good putback by Taj right there, reading the off rebound and securing it so he can get that putback.
Another drive inside. Taj going to the ground, picking it up, and an offensive foul on Folsom.
And Dollywall probably should have shot that one right there, but good defense by Columbia. Drives and attacks, gets in position very well.
A few substitutions for Columbia. They have a lot of weapons out there, and coming into the game, Mitchell Prevost, I actually played with him, a former teammate of my own, and he's the last remaining player from my team that actually went on to a higher level and playing now for Columbia. Nearly picked away there. Bartley able to control. Showing his moves inside. Hitting the body in the air. Can't get it to go.
Good crafty dribble. Got to focus and concentrate on the lay. I know he got a little contact right there, but we should be thinking and-one plays.
Nice pass down low, but a foul on number 32, Bryce Barton, who just came into the game.
We see the handle here then. Between the leg spin. Nice. But that's a lot of height down there. Good defense from Trey Adams.
Baseline drive. Prevost underneath trying to stop the offense as he quickly takes it down the court. Pass to the left side. It's Marcus McCutcheon, and he gets it to drop down. Not the cleanest dunk, but it drops down, and he gets the foul.
Goes and get that one. Big fella, I like it, McCutcheon. Pushing in transition, you see runs the lane very well. Goes up and gets it. He didn't have security of that ball. That's why he kind of let go of the ball and grabbed the rim, but I like the aggressiveness to the rim.
Connects on the free throw. 4 points for him. And a forced bounce pass travels out, turning it straight back over to the claim jumpers, who are up 10-5.
And that can't help him. You see this dribble right here? Nice.
Also in the game now, John Mabin, who is part of the Sonora Wildcats, a local team, and he actually took his team, part of the team anyway, to the state championship of high school basketball, won 2 state titles, along with Austin Patterson, who is now at Wooford playing in D1 schools as well.
There's a lot of talent on this Columbia team, for surely, and you see it by every player. Every level has to have some type of success so we can create a winning culture here, and they're doing a good job of the players that they're putting together.
Maben with a steal. Open court for him and a nice soft touch to put it in.
And you see again Columbia in that full court press, trying to work into the shot clock.
Able to get by Prevost, pass to the corner. Still trying to find an open man. Columbia's defense very strong. Although down low, Trey Adams is actually on the backside of number 32, Bryce Barton, which Folsom needs to look for in future plays. 3-point shot off the mark. Maben with the rebound.
Well, we just saw Trey Adams get the ball in that last play, but didn't even look to take a shot attempt.
McCutcheon spin moves, gets it in. Nice little floater. Got off his defender, makes the space, and connects.
McCutcheon, it seems like he's getting into some type of rhythm there. That was a good, strong drive. Good finish.
Nearly another steal from Maben, but Prevost picks up a foul. Looking at the fouls so far in the game, 9 on the board, 5 for Columbia, 4 for Folsom Lake, and we're only 5 minutes into this.
It's a close game. As you see some defense right here, easy layup, and that's why you see that applied pressure. You're seeing applied pressure because you want to create easy offense. One thing that's going to help Columbia be successful is how can they score in transition and how can they make the game easier for them. Now, once they're forced into execution, that's going to help them even more when they have both packages.
3-point shot from the wing. Off the front iron, Prevost comes down with it. One thing about Columbia, too, is they don't necessarily have a point guard position unless they're moving down the court together. In that situation, as Prevost drives to the rack, connects, looking for a foul, but doesn't get one. Mitchell Prevost finally on the board with 2, and a forced timeout by Folsom Lake, 16-5, as we take another look on this play on the dish.
I
16-5, the Columbia College Claim Jumpers home court leading against the Folsom Lake Falcons. And let's take another look at that play. Mitchell Prevost putting it in, but the pass as well. A beautiful play entirely.
It's all in the setup. He reads it, but it's also what the defense gives you. Defense playing high gives you the backdoor cut. Defense playing over the top, and you see they push in transition though. But when you work with your reads, the reads on defense, you see playing over the top, backdoor cut automatically help side defense doesn't get there, and that gives that opportunity to get that easy lay.
Columbia working on the basics early in the first half. We know that they can shoot the ball. They've always had teams that go around the arc and just drill threes as many as they can. They were 4th in 3-point attempts 2 years ago, 5th in 3-pointers made. And Rob Hoyt always likes that 3-point ball, but right now just working on the basics and absolutely dominating with them.
And it's game one, so you want to see your execution. You see them coming out hard, edging on the screens, getting secure in rebounds, not giving up second chance shots, pushing in transition because they know what they're good at. This is where they can improve their game and work on areas where they may not be so good.
Taj Malik Campbell straight to the rack, gets it, and the foul. A 3-point opportunity for the former D1 player.
And he's showing every bit of why he was a D1 player there between the legs, reading the defense, good cross. Give me that action. Easy and one.
Great free throw shooter. Looking at his stats last night, he's highly defensive. And, of course, just being in D1, you know he has the skills. You don't just go to D1 without any skills.
And you see, again, the Claim Jumpers coming out with that full court press. And it's almost been a hindrance to Folsom Lake before they got that tip in just now.
That was Pierce Rexford, one of the 3 returning players, 10.6 points per game on 84% field goal percentage. I was talking to their coach before this, and he said, you know, he's a really good player. We look to see a little bit more of him. on the court if possible, but we're not going to force him to shoot anything. He averages those points per game and field goal percentage for a reason, and that's because we're letting him do that. We're not trying to force him to do anything.
And you see he gets the easy layup right there. Tip in. It's the second effort, second chance points. Way to follow the ball and way to get that tip in.
Dollywall controlling. Very difficult for the Falcons to find an open man as they pass it down low, and it looks like Taj Malik Campbell going to pick one up.
And we see here good position down low for Dane Johnson.
Having to pass over the top. Good look because Noel Alexander wasn't facing the ball. Kick to the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Ball goes out looking for the official call.
And so that was a kick ball, so we got to reset on the shot clock, bringing it to 20.
Clock was down to 7 before that, so a good look for Folsom. Able to reset. Pass all the way across court, loses the handle on it, and that's Orion Harris with the steal. Bartley looking for Alexander, who finally strips it away. Players fighting for it, and they're going to call the jump.
Good hustle on that play right there with the dive down. I probably would have kept that if I was Bartley, because he had an easy layup. He didn't even look at the basket on that last shot, but that was good hustle coming down for Noel.
Unselfish play can lead to bad plays, actually. So, like you said, you would have kept it, and we'll see that as it goes on, what plays that they should keep the ball for, as Taj Malik Campbell can't go, but Noel Alexander does.
Noel Alexander cleaning everything up around the rim.
Bartley with the steal. Over to Harris. Harris underneath, then the bucket on the reverse. Isaiah Jones.
And it seems like Jones came ready to play. Way to read that and get that ball up. But he seems like he has nice length. Arms are very long. Gets the ball up around the rim. But it started with the steal from Bartley. Good hands.
And a good call from the ref, too. They're actually not going to give him the and one. He was on the ground, so that foul the push. He was just receiving the ball. So take the points away, but we know what he can do on the court now. Harris down low to Alexander. Backing down, turnaround jumper blocked. Offensive rebound. Out to Isaiah Jones, and a little too strong.
That was good defense by Johnson, but Folsom Lake has to do a better job of boxing out.
Both teams in the bonus already. Jones to the corner, it's Bartley. One-on-one, isolation. The moves, fighting his way in, and an offensive foul on Bartley.
Hook the arm around on the end.
Deshaun Bartley averaged 12 minutes a game in his freshman season and 10 points per game as well.
Now let's see the matchup here by Folsom Lake. Folsom Lake starts with the tandem high. 4 across. Looking to get some open shots. There you go right there. Just short.
Dane Johnson was still fighting for that rebound, but the rest of his team went down to go and play defense. And I think Folsom Lake, if they get the rest of their team fighting for those rebounds, they're going to get them most of the time.
But they're not having enough.
And there's the steal from Taj Malik Campbell. And there's the jam. Put 2 more points on the board for him, and he has 7. One more look at that one. Dane Johnson from behind, but couldn't get there in time. 23-7 on NorCal Sports TV.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
23-7, the Claim Jumpers over the Falcons. 10 minutes into the first half, still another 10 to go before halftime. Malik Campbell coming out of the game, a huge jam just moments ago to force Folsom Lake to a timeout. But every single Claim Jumper getting out there, getting some play time, and doing just as well no matter who's on the court. Orion Harris taking it to the rack, gets the bucket, but no whistles.
And now you see the Claim Jumpers in full fresh right now. They are running the lanes well. They are executing at a high level, and it's starting again with their defense. They're giving one shot and done, so they don't have multiple shots. Good reads, good lays.
Jalen Solich gets a baseline drive, puts it up, hits the iron, gets his own rebound. Blocked underneath, finally getting it out. Backing down Harris. 15-foot shot on its way and gets it to go. Folsom Lake just not finding any open shot. They have to do it on the run, fadeaway, anything that they can get, because if they don't get it off in time, it's going to be a turnover. So Columbia's defense very strong on the court to start.
Well, Deli Wall has a good offensive package right there, and you see a steal from Folsom Lake. Hopefully they can turn it into some points.
And there was a steal from Jalen Solich. You see him jumping in front of Deshaun Bartley trying to call a foul, but at the same time, that doesn't get called anymore.
No, it doesn't. And then you see Folsom Lake right there kind of settle for a three-point shot, even though they had numbers. They got to turn that and capitalize. That could have put them in a situation to be down like at least 14.
Columbia slowing it down on this offensive play. Down to Marcus McCutcheon. 1-on-2, puts the shot up, offensive rebound. Fighting for it underneath, and it's going to stay on the ground with Columbia.
McCutcheon is really doing a good job of getting in position, finding the spots you see here, pushing in transition, giving it back up. Easy lay.
More substitutions for Columbia, as well as Folsom Lake.
And there's Deli Wall's bucket on that last time when Folsom Lake had the ball.
McCutcheon off on that one. Remember, both teams in the bonus, so no matter what foul, anyone will get sent to the line. Pass over the top. Alexander with the defense down low, a block but a foul.
And that's what I need to see from Trey Abrams. Big body, big fella, but he hasn't had any real physical buckets to the rim. That was his first time diving down, looking. They found him, getting him in the offense. When you have a guy that big, you need to make sure that he's getting some touches and some rotation.
Gets that one, and two more Claim Jumpers come in. Orion Harris and Noel Alexander go out. Malik Campbell and Bryce Barton back in. Two for two from the line, Trey Adams. Bartley slowly taking it down, and he's that point guard position. Like we said earlier, Columbia doesn't necessarily have a point guard position unless they purposely slowly go up the court and have somebody take it. Malik Campbell high off the rim and able to drop down in.
And Taj has definitely woke up at this point.
First player to hit double digits in points. A steal from Prevost. Left side and a foul on Donovan Cockley.
And we even see on that last play, Taj is taking his time, knocking it down with the high shot, but he also just got the tip deflection that started the defense.
There's a steal from Prevost just a second ago, and that foul, you see the little bump. And Prevost just off the mark, but being able to put back by Taj Malik Campbell.
Malik Campbell right now is playing very well.
On the stop there as well, poked away by Julian Brown. Prevost will slow it down, finds an open lane, straight to the rack, off the glass, it's good. 4 points for Mitchell Prevost.
And you're not going to stop seeing that pressure from the claim jumpers. They are out and on it, running, gunning, double jumping, everything. Good defense right here.
3-point shot on its way, no good. There's the putback from Taj Malik Campbell, able to find his way inside.
And see again, easy take, change direction to the left, good finish.
That previous play, Bryce Barton picked up the foul, which once again sends Trey Adams to the line. And he's able to connect. Gets one more on the 1-and-1. Trey Adams picking up all his points from the free throw line. Connects on that one as well, 4 for 4. Mabin showing off his handles and finally kicking it to Malik Campbell. He finds another way. Trying to get it to Barton underneath, but lost control. Didn't think he was actually going to kick it to him.
Well, Malik Campbell is really showing his package about playing at the D1 level. His decision-making is there. And again, it's just the first game, so he's still getting acclimated to some of his new guys, new teammates.
Folsom Lake able to keep that one in bounds, but straight to Mabin it went. As we see a three from the corner. Bullseye, yes! Julian Brown connects from the corner.
And now those are those three-pointers you were talking about earlier. Once they start really getting into their offense, this game can get out of control quick, but Wall with the quick, speedy layup right there.
And that's the way Folsom Lake is going to have to get their points on the fast breaks, where the Columbia defense just can't be there. Prevost from the wing. One-on-one, trying to create space. Nearly stolen, but it's Taj Malik Campbell. Back to Brown in the corner. Just off the mark, and Folsom Lake comes away with it, and a foul underneath.
I think Brown rushed it a little bit on that one. He should have stayed down, stayed disciplined, but here's his first three. Catch and shoot, young fella.
And that foul will be on Folsom Lake, and actually on Wall. Picks up his first, and that'll send Mitchell Prevost back to the line. He's 0 of 1 so far. And that one unfortunately rattles out.
You seen Wall on that last layup. The defense is going to be pivotal for the guard play from Folsom Lake because now you got multiple players getting into the score column for the claim jumpers. And it's going to be imperative for Folsom Lake to find a way to stop all of the offense that's coming in from the guard position in particular.
1 of 3 for Prevost as he goes to the bench, and out comes Deshaun Bartley. 36-15.
And you see that pressure? I like the pressure from Columbia. Stay up in the ball, get up in it, and now look, almost created a steal.
McCutcheon pokes it out. Mabin with the defense, double teamed in the corner. Finds an open man.
Wall has to know Columbia's trapped every time it's winning in the corner. You see the trap coming again.
10-foot jumper good from Folsom Lake. That's Sean Flaherty. Finally able to find an open shot where no defender is nowhere near. He could take his time and put it up.
Now, Columbia is standing out more than just those yellow uniforms they got on. They play defense big and long, and that's been creating some frustration for the Folsom Lake offense.
Harris trying to find Jones in the corner, but poked away. Columbia keeps it. Here's that previous shot. wide open. Columbia not really recognizing he's right there in the paint.
And that was Columbia's a sleeper moment of rotation. And sometimes that happens when you have such a big lead. They just got to lock it in.
McCutcheon down low gets the foul, sent to the line for 2. Folsom Lake trying to tell him that his shot clock was actually lower than it was.
You see right here, just taking his time. He has the mismatch already. He has the mismatch to his advantage. He's very patient on that last play. Get what he wants.
That's the second foul on Trey Adams. That free throw giving McCutcheon 7. Bounce in now gives him 8. Second leading scorer for Columbia.
And you can tell the Folsom Lake team is still trying to adjust and find the gaps of how to take advantage of that Columbia press. But there you see Trey Abrams getting in that putback.
That's his first basket from the field. He had 4 free throws good. Maben kick to the corner, a 3 from Jones, and that one rattles out. And the putback from Arion Harris.
Arion Harris finding his way to get into the offense, and that's what's scary about Columbia. It's not just from their top guys, and their top guys doesn't have the ball in their hands 27. You get guys getting rebounds, you get guys getting tips, getting steals, creating deflections, turnovers. They have a balanced attack.
Travel by Philip Polizacco. It's a previous play there. Trey Adams just a moment ago. 40-19, a 21-point lead for the Claim Jumpers. Sharing the court, each and every player on the bench currently has been out there playing a decent amount of minutes as well. Isaiah Jones down low gets it off the glass.
And we got a technical there on Isaiah Jones. A good drive. Keep it to basketball, my brother. We know everybody want to highlight play, want to say something, want to do something. You see here, good drive, good attack. You made the play. You made your statement. But now we got technical shots coming up.
He got his defender up in the air, and I think he was looking for a call. Sean Flaherty taking the technical free throws. And, of course, we will see Isaiah Jones take a seat on the bench, and in comes Mitchell Prevost for him. We saw plenty of technicals in the first game, Saracoso versus Marin, and I didn't hope to see one in this game either. There was on Isaiah Jones.
But I think the different officiating crew coming in, watching that first game, seeing how the game's doing, I think they got the technical in early so they can control the tempo of the game and so make a statement immediately.
Corner 3. Rolls off the front iron. Deshaun Bartley quickly down the court, shows off his moves, loses control. And it looks like that'll be back with Folsom Lake.
And it seems like Columbia has now officially gotten everybody on their roster in the game.
Caleb Chang out there. A steal by Bryce Barton. He slows it down. Arion Harris, one-on-one, gets the bucket.
And this is the scary part right now. Coach is just trying to see what everybody can do. It's only game 1, so everybody's been working in the offseason to get to this point when you get an opportunity to get everybody in the game and kind of see what they can contribute and get what they bring in a game situation. That's good notes for the coach.
And they're going to call a foul on Caleb Chang there. He actually poked the ball out and jumped up, as we see again Arion Harris. Trey Adams back at the line for the third time, I believe. And the first missed free throw from him.
I just want to see him more than just on the free throw line. He has to get the ball prior to the game, working on some elbow jumpers, flashing to the ball, maybe some screen and roll action. Folsom Lake has to find a way to get their 6'8" player the basketball just a little more than he's been getting so far.
Harris for three off the mark, and I absolutely agree. Trey Adams, the second tallest player on the team, just behind Dane Johnson, who's 6'9". And if they pass down to the players down low and just try to back it up, maybe draw fouls and then, put the ball up to head to the free throw line, it would be a great addition for Folsom Lake as we see John Maben for three, rattle off, no. Prevost hits the deck, and they're going to call a travel.
No foul, so they got to call a travel. But even you saw in that last play for Trey Jones, as you see the shot right here, that last play for Trey Jones, bad pass, not good positioning, so he can't get the ball to score, and it created a turnover.
Maben keeping with that full court pressure. 15-foot jumper, back iron. And they're going to call Mitchell Prevost again. Trey Adams was split between Bryce Barton and Mitchell Prevost.
And he got good position. 3 people on him right now, and they still can't stop him. Got to give him the ball more.
Not sure if I exactly like that call on Mitchell Prevost. If anything, it was Bryce Barton. But even that wouldn't have necessarily been a good call on my part either. We'll take one more look at that. You see him there.
I really didn't even see anybody hit him on that one.
22-point game, and Trey Adams back at the free throw line. No surprise there. And Prevost getting the rebound. Prevost fighting his way inside. Off the glass. Good. Another one for Prevost. 7 on the night for him and 2 fouls.
Seems like Columbia is going to be a scary team to deal with going forward, especially when they have no drop-off. And you hear the bench right now. You hear the team. Prevost just taking his time, really patient in execution, and come guard me.
And that's not an easy shot either. He had a hand in the face and able to get it up and over and down the hatch. I mean, just not easy to do.
With contact.
Prevost pushed out of bounds by Kenoa Fidel.
And again, no drop-off. You see Prevost getting good positioning and just bad hand. When you go with that inside hand, you're going to make a bump. You're going to touch somebody. So you got to have your high hand up, outside hand. But you see Prevost knocking down the free throws. And this is somebody that came off the bench and now has 8 points. So that's the difference when your guys don't have to give everything that they got because you have a collective effort of players putting in work.
2 of 5 from the free throw line for Mitchell Prevost as Folsom Lake looks to diminish their score and another travel down low. Sean Flaherty there.
Flaherty looking very confused on that one, but never was aggressive with the basketball. When he got it, it really didn't guard him. You got to be aggressive to score, and that's what kind of caused that travel.
1 minute left in the first half. Prevost takes some contact down low. Out to the top. Caleb Chang for 3. Connects. Yes. 50-22 as time is about to expire. Chang, the first points of the game for him. Folsom possibly looking for a 3 of their own and a charge call. Kenoa Fidel. 2 fouls in a row for him as we take another look at Caleb Chang. Deep territory in nothing but net.
Very deep. He was a couple steps away from that line. And then that's what I'm talking about. This team effort. Columbia is actually very impressive how they work together as a unit because you see Chang come down the very next play and get a charge.
Maben out to Prevost. Maben again favoring that right side. 5-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Chang puts it up with the left hand to scoop layup. It's good. 7 now on the clock. A Hail Mary pass down low. Caught underneath. Nobody there to stop him, and he gets 2 on the board before time remains. And no shot will count. Caleb Chang throws it up there off the side of the backboard, but 52-24. Now before they head to the half, as we take another look from Caleb Chang there on the scoop layup. Before they head to the half, 52-24, what does Folsom Lake have to do?
Folsom Lake's going to have to get some defensive stops. But I really don't even think it's about anything that they can do necessarily right now. It's got to get the ball going offensively. How can they get some more points on the board, figure out some things, because that Columbia defense right now is really on their mind.
Back in 15 minutes as Columbia leads 52-24, still 20 minutes to play here on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there's going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Wrights Basketball Scouting is an NCAA certified scouting service based in Northern California. Whether you're a college coach, player, or parent, Wrights Basketball Scouting has a service for you. We provide in-depth scouting reports year-round to college coaches, individual player evaluation, team dynamic reports, and we even offer support, guidance, and advice for parents on ways to improve and elevate the game of their athlete. Wrights Basketball Scouting is here to help and highlight the athletes who are preparing to play the next level of basketball, and we guarantee scouting the right way. For more information on our services, pricing, and subscriptions, please contact Head Scout Britt Wright at 408-569-0198.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people. Because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here. But there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms. Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Wrights Basketball Scouting is an NCAA certified scouting service based in Northern California. Whether you're a college coach, player, or parent, Wrights Basketball Scouting has a service for you. We provide in-depth scouting reports year-round to college coaches, individual player evaluation, team dynamic reports, and we even offer support, guidance, and advice for parents on ways to improve and elevate the game of their athlete. Wrights Basketball Scouting is here to help and highlight the athletes who are preparing to play the next level of basketball, and we guarantee scouting the right way. For more information on our services, pricing, and subscriptions, please contact Head Scout Britt Wright at 408-569-0198.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches. So, yeah.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
This broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Miners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, Student Housing, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms. Basketball Scouting is an NCAA certified scouting service based in Northern California. Whether you're a college coach, player, or parent, Wrights Basketball Scouting has a service for you. We provide in-depth scouting reports year-round to college coaches, individual player evaluation, team dynamic reports, and we even offer support, guidance, and advice for parents on ways to improve and elevate the game of their athlete. Wrights Basketball Scouting is here to help and highlight the athletes who are preparing to play the next level of basketball, and we guarantee scouting the right way. For more information on our services, pricing, and subscriptions, please contact Head Scout Britt Wright at 408-569-0198.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches. So, yeah.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Game number 2 of the Columbia Classic. Columbia College Claim Jumpers facing off against the Folsom Lake Falcons. In the first half, 52-24, the Claim Jumpers in favor of the lead. Second half just about to tip off. 20 minutes still to go. And Folsom Lake, they cannot do anything on the offensive end, not because they just can't make the shots, but because Columbia's defense is strong on the court.
And sometimes it's like that. You have some nights where the other team is just playing on all cylinders, playing very well, and that's kind of the situation you have right now with the Claim Jumpers. You got to understand, the last season that they actually had, they lost before the big Final Four, and they are fired up. Coach has them moving on all cylinders, and he's getting production from everybody on his team. When everybody can get in, when everybody can have production to the game, that's essentially what you want as a coach. So I know that the Claim Jumpers are happy with their performance thus far, and Folsom Lake is just going to have to stay a battle in this dog fight, because right now I don't think it's nothing stopping Columbia from doing what they're doing.
For Columbia, they have 14 players on the roster, although only 11 are suited up. The other 3 not playing in this one, of course, but 11 played, and all of them out there doing the work on the court. Like you were saying, just each piece is doing their part, putting the puzzle together. And the only one that hasn't put points on the board is Bryce Barton, but he's down there on the defensive end getting the rebounds, and that's a big part of the game too.
Yeah, it's essential. Everybody's doing their job right now. Everybody's playing their role. There was no drop-off. I think that's the biggest thing is when I take these starters out, when I start rotating people, can we get the same level of production? Can we get the same level of intensity? And right now for the Claim Jumpers, that's what they're getting from their team.
And with 14 people on the roster, you have almost 3 full sets to go out there on the court, and playing 11 like they are, they're substituting a lot more than they will in like teams against
Going
Fresno
forward,
City,
yep,
of course, and COS, all that. So with those 11 players, though, all of these players I think we'll see a lot more of than we actually think.
Absolutely, and that's why games like this, they have a significant score lead as we see Wall attacking to the rim, getting Trey, and that's what they need. They need to get Adams the ball. Maybe they listen to the game during halftime. But I think that the way the Claim Jumpers are playing right now, you're absolutely right. Once they get into those tougher games, but now Coach can see who he can actually depend on and who he cannot, and how their games develop from this first game.
Taj Malik Campbell looking to put the first points on the board, but it's Noel Alexander in the second half.
And that's one of the reasons. That's why it's going to be tough for Folsom Lake to get back in the game, just simply because do you see how the Claim Jumpers are moving on offense? You get a good putback right there. I like that, where they're responding. And that's something different, too, that the Folsom Lake team didn't do in the first half. They're responding to what the Claim Jumpers are doing, and we'll see how that goes going forward.
A lot of energy was lost for the Falcons, too, as Columbia doing some full court pressure, but then the Falcons said, hey, we need to get down there fast and maybe find a mismatch of 4 against 3 or 3 against 2. So they really pushed the ball down the court, as we see another bucket there from Yadvir Dhaliwal. And so that's the energy levels for both teams. Columbia, yes, they're doing a lot on the court, but they're not moving as much as the Falcons are, where the Falcons, they're throwing Hail Mary passes, just trying to get points on the board.
Absolutely.
Here's Columbia again. Deshaun Bartley putting a man on the floor, and they call it offensive.
And that's something that Cameron Wall does very well. He knows how to put his body in position. He knows how to take the charge, as you see right here, cutting it off, getting in position to get that charge. He dripped his shoulder a little bit. That's an easy call.
Looks like he actually tripped up a little bit, and that's what put his body weight onto the player, but still an offensive foul, whether it's a trip or not.
And you see again already, Cameron Wall is going to be so pivotal into how Folsom Lake gets back in the ball and pushing the tempo. You see right there another bucket, and it's been all Folsom Lake coming out of halftime. Definitely responded to the first half adversity.
Was high off the glass, able to rattle it in, and here comes Marcus McCutcheon and Taj Malik Campbell. Folsom Lake chaining defense from the sidelines. Cross-court pass. Malik Campbell for 3, can't do so.
Fast break opportunity coming from behind. Malik Campbell with the block.
And that was nasty right there on Malik Campbell with the block.
Alexander in some trouble, puts it up, and it's good. Looks like he got hit in the head there. You saw it the last second.
A lot of contact on the head area.
Checking to see if there's some blood. But still doing his job on the court. That's the sign of a good player right there as we see another bucket from Dolly Wall.
And you see Dolly Wall saying he's too small out here with the back-to-back buckets.
Another player hitting the court. Deshaun Bartley putting Wall on the ground. McCutcheon underneath trying to draw the contact.
McCutcheon locked in with that. I like when he drives to the middle attack. We got Wall for a three, short.
First substitutions in the second half. Prevost and Ariane Harris coming in for Jones and McCutcheon. Tomorrow during the Columbia Classic, we have Folsom Lake versus Saracoso and Columbia versus Marin. Although personally, I'd like to see Columbia take on Saracoso, the two winning teams.
I think that would be a good matchup. Nobody wants that switch, huh? I think that would be a good game, though, seeing those two teams. They kind of play similar styles, up-tempo. Seeing those two battle might be nice.
Malik Campbell putting the body on the ground, offensive again. He was high up there, and we have a hurt Folsom Lake player on the ground. We'll take one more look at that. Got really high up there, and
I think he hit his head first.
58-34, 16 minutes, 42 seconds remaining as Philip Polizzaco is the one on the ground.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Philip Polizzaco was the one injured there. Taj Malik Campbell tried driving in.
Ooh, he hit his head hard.
See that there right underneath the hoop. And they called the foul offensively, so Taj Malik Campbell picks up another one. That'll be 2 on him for the night. They turn it over to Folsom Lake as Polizzaco will be checked on the sideline.
And now we're going to see Taj play full court defense, picking the ball up, playing well.
He's in some trouble, has to give it out. 10 on the shot clock. To the corner, baseline drive, puts it up, a block by Alexander. No, it goes in. Alexander coming from behind there, not quick enough to get his hands on it. 58-36, and Folsom Lake actually coming back slowly but surely.
It's been all momentum Folsom Lake. They have responded, and that's what we needed to see. We know Columbia is going to play and how they're going to play based off what they did in the first half. Now it's time for Folsom Lake to respond, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And they're going to call a blocking foul down low on Noel Alexander. Not sure if he was in the restricted area or if he was moving, but a similar play on the other side, just in the defense's favor.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's all the way in the restricted on that one. That's why he didn't get that one. Good thought. I think he should have stepped up and stopped the ball a little bit sooner. But the good layup right there, good take.
Jonathan Mabin, Bryce Barton, and Marcus McCutcheon back in the game. Bartley, Alexander, and Malik Campbell to the bench.
Jalen Solich, he's come off the bench, helped out Folsom Lake as well, and he's a speedy guard, so he's helping with the momentum and pushing the tempo.
Prevost baseline, kicks to Barton. Barton still the only player for Columbia who hasn't put the ball in the hole. Prevost really strong on that baseline, just trying to find an open lane, and then if he can't get it, kicks it out, as we see McCutcheon put up a shot.
And still, they haven't been able to find Trey Adams at all as he tries to fight for position down there. And now Columbia is coming back the other way.
Prevost again, driving inside. Maben thought about it, get the defender off his feet. And not exactly sure what they called there. Possibly
that last play. They called a push. See it again here. Oh.
I think that was on Prevost there, just moving the ball, and as soon as he turned around, it got taken away there. So Folsom Lake.
Well, he just picked up his third foul, so him and Trey Adams just got tied up.
Maben, Barton, McCutcheon in the corner. McCutcheon from the wing, yes! Drops it down through, and the sideline is liking it.
And it's starting with the Claim Jumpers, their defense. They set that tone defensively. They had good ball rotation on that last play, but got McCutcheon that wide open shot.
Solich hits the deck. Prevost to Harris, dodging the defender and gets it through. Harris nearly stole that one on the inbound pass, too.
Harris is actually a good wiry player that may be one of the secret assassins for the Claim Jumpers. He does everything. He does the intangibles. He's been playing really well defense, getting rebounds, and then we saw him on that push showing what he can do offensively.
Rexford with a deep two. 63-39, and Columbia looking to extend. Maben thought about the three. McCutcheon looks at options. Harris in the corner. Tosses that one away, and it looks like Columbia will remain with it.
And there we go, McCutcheon's last three. Good knockdown, but he has the height advantage to get those shots. And then we see Harris right here just running in transition, giving him a little show and go, and he gets the easy layup.
Possibly a little contact, but you can't get the call every time, so you got to make sure you try your hardest to get that ball through, and exactly what he did. Isaiah Jones pulls up for three. Yes! Throws the dart, gets the bullseye, 66-39.
There's Columbia with the three-point game. They're showing more of their package as they hit more and more shots.
McCutcheon has 13. Malik Campbell has 12. Isaiah Jones has 7.
And that's a well-balanced offense right now.
They have threats on every single part of the court.
And even with Rexford not having a bucket right now, he's playing really good defense. As we see a deep three ball right there from Isaiah Jones. But give on a response right there from Rexford. Okay.
And Rexford, when I was talking to the head coach earlier, they said Rexford, he is the center, but they try to move him out to the three-point line. He'll shoot deep balls, which Columbia usually isn't well known for either. Noel Alexander and Bryce Barton, you're not going to see them around the three-point line shooting, and that's just, it's an old style of play because the three-point shot, of course, wasn't into basketball until really, what was that, the 60s, correct?
Absolutely. So
yeah, so you don't see those centers shooting very often, but when they do, they're becoming more and more available now.
I think it's a transition in the game. The scoring big is the known thing. I obviously see the Joel Embiids and people like that. When you see them stretching the floor, that's what you get an opportunity to do.
So, yeah, Rexford, you know, he took that deep shot. You saw him about 15 feet out. 2 years ago, it was Caleb Carter. He did not take one single three-point shot. He was 6'8", and I saw him in practice. He could shoot it. He could make it. But it's just something that Coach Hoyt doesn't want to see on his team, and you don't necessarily need it. You can have 5 options out on the wings, but who's going to be down low getting the ball for it?
Absolutely, and you need somebody to rebound, especially when you don't have rebounding guards it makes it pretty difficult when you're big man, you're 6'7", you're 6'8", your 7-footers are shooting threes. Now, how do we get them shots inside? I think you work that high post level, you get some flash and rise, and that's what Columbia's been able to do. Is they move him really well in the inside of the key.
Folsom Lake back out there after the timeout, and they start with a 3. Couldn't get it to go as the shot clock expired. Offensive rebound, but a block by Taj Malik Campbell.
Now, Taj Malik Campbell, he hasn't had any offensive activity, but he's definitely been good defensively.
Folsom Lake gets it back over the back from Malik Campbell. Looks like they called 2 different fouls there, but the first one was on Malik Campbell, who was reaching over the top.
And now he picks up his 3rd foul.
Columbia now pushing more towards a 3-quarter press, or maybe even the half court there, as they just showed that they were going to force it, but at the same time they're going to let him bring it up.
And I feel like that may have been strategic by Coach, making a decision to let's work on something. Let's see how the examples go. Let's see what they look like. As we see here, over the back call on Taj. But I feel like they executed well in their press. Now they're working on something different to enhance their game.
2-player substitution for Columbia. One of those being Malik Campbell. Bartley working on Solich. He gets inside the paint, blocked by Trey Adams, and he comes down with the rebound. Columbia's defense definitely backing down and just focusing down on the opposite side of the court. Either the team is starting to get tired, or they think they have the lead and they say we're going to work on more defensive roles and defensive plays.
I think fatigue is setting in. This is game 1. They came out guns a-blazing. And again, we talked about this in the first game. Basketball is a sport of peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. You're going to have a run where you're doing successful, good hook, just not connecting there. But you're going to have moments where you're successful and you're going on a long run. And then there's moments where you're going to be in the valley. And that's where your true character and your team is shown. You obviously want to have more peaks and valleys. And that's kind of what I see going on with the Columbia team right now.
I think the entire game is actually in a valley. No points scored in the past 2 minutes.
Yep.
As we see a takeaway, Columbia down the court, fast break. Isaiah Jones can't do it.
We tried to pull out a showstopper right there.
And Columbia is still very happy with the play going all the way down, even though it resulted in a turnover off the missed basket.
It's more so about the thought process of being aggressive. Now, I do not believe in just going to slow down and get fake dunk attempts. We got to get points. We got to get points. Impress me. Coach Hoyt is going to be on him about that. We got to get buckets. I like the aggressiveness, though, to the rim.
And it doesn't matter if you're up by 27, down by 27, or tied. You still want those points because a basket missed is a basket missed. Hoyt calling out a new play. McCutcheon down inside, double teamed. Turnaround jumper. Takes a few bounces and out. Looked like it was hitting a little bit of the black line there, but.
And see, that's where McCutcheon could have kicked that one out. You got the double team, read what they're seeing. So that's a call from Coach to also see where his decision making is down the stretch. When I give you an ISO, if you don't have it, what else can you do?
Noel Alexander going straight up on the defense, and it actually took Folsom Lake off guard. You see him right here. He's straight up. That was the previous play, excuse me. But Folsom Lake, they had to put a shot up, and with Noel Alexander just being there.
He tried to get the charge there, didn't sell it. But you see the hands just stayed active, and they got that takeaway.
$10 minutes to go now in the second half, and still no points scored for the past 3 minutes as we see Columbia trying to answer that. Gets it to go. It's Isaiah Jones.
And he breaks the slump right there. Let's see if they can build on that and capitalize on more offensive plays.
Jones now with 9 points, 2 fouls. 5 fouls in the second half for Columbia and 0 for Folsom Lake. Jumper on the move. It was Rexford, but it backs off the iron. Bartley, step back three. Yes! Nothing but net. Deshaun Bartley, the only returning player for the Claim Jumpers and showing his worth.
Bartley got kind of nasty on that little step back.
Folsom Lake just trying to answer with any point they can. Now down to 9 minutes.
Folsom Lake still staying in it. Dollywall, I want to see more execution from him too. It seems like he's their offensive package when they get into the half court, but here we go. Give me some of that snatch and whip whap.
More substitutions for Columbia. As they fought for that one, it was Julian Brown who got the ball. Folsom Lake player jumping on him too. Nearly a full 5 substitution for Columbia, but Noel Alexander staying in. Prevost. Fakes the pass inside, gets fouled before he takes that extra step, so it stays here on Columbia's side.
Malik Campbell right there. Attacking well. I like the read. Good jab step. A lot of contact. I think that was on Cameron Wall right there. Hit across the head. Now they got the ball and out of bounds.
Harris down low to Prevost. It's one-on-one. Makes the move. Puts the shot up off the back iron. Columbia is still fighting for it, but down with it comes Rexford. Prevost there quickly on the defense on the opposite side.
Alexander, good defense with the hands. Able to get that takeaway.
(71-39) as Prevost controls. Mabin for three, over the defender, and just a little too powerful, but Prevost is there underneath the hoop.
Good read by Prevost on the weak side rebound. Nobody boxed him out. He crashes very hard. Good read. Gets that putback.
Baseline with Rexford. Gets Malik Campbell off his feet. Offensive rebound finally there for it. It's Folsom Lake getting their first points in 5 minutes.
Folsom Lake finding a way to get it done, but they've been doing that with Rexford the entire game. He's been a big piece for this last, like you said, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Harris makes the move. Alexander looking for a 10-foot jumper. Spin move inside from 6. Gets it to fall.
That was tough. That was tough right there. Alexander liked the footwork in the middle. Using some craftiness, getting it up and under to the spin. Good finish there.
And here's Dollywall back in it for Folsom Lake, controlling. Pass underneath to Rexford, making his move on Alexander. Nearly poked out by Prevost, but Rexford able to connect in down low.
Rexford says, let me show you a little bit what I got, Alexander.
75-43. A lot less fouls in this second half than we did see in the first.
Yes.
At this point in the game, both teams were in the bonus as we see a block and a big one coming from Dane Johnson, and Folsom Lake now has an opportunity.
Seemed like that 6'9" length surprised Malik Campbell on that. And you see right here, good weak side rebound. Nobody boxes him out. He gets the easy lay.
Three-man substitution for Columbia and Folsom Lake. They've had Trey Adams on the bench for quite a while. Why do you think that is?
Productivity. I think at this moment they wanted to play faster. It's hard to play fast when you got a 6'8" guy in the game.
Steal from Cameron Wall, goes straight to the rack and gets it good.
Cameron Wall's defense, but you see their pace. They want to play faster. They want to move more, and they have that ability to do that with this group in.
Mabin taking it down, answering with the 2 of his own.
Mabin said, let me put a little jelly in there too.
Bryce Barton with the steal going into the stands, saving it, but picking it back over to Folsom Lake. Steal after steal. Mabin one-on-one. Gets tipped from behind and finally gets it to drop.
Mabin going on a little show himself right now.
Mabin, a very high defensive player, always ready on the defensive end, but when he gets a shot opportunity, he almost always makes it. 5 minutes left as we see Rexford.
And Rexford, I'm really impressed by his package right now. He has been putting his head down, doing the work, doing whatever he can inside the score, and then trying to help out on the defensive end. I like his performance so far.
Seeing a little pass and cut from Columbia. Isaiah Jones connects for three again. 12 points for him on the night. A deep pass, Rexford baseline, couldn't get the jam, but gets it to drop.
And that's the difference why Rexford is in the game right now. Do you see he can catch the ball in transition, he can float, doesn't need to take that extra dribble, doesn't need to take the ball up so much. And he runs the floor very well.
And Folsom Lake figured out something during the half. The first half looked nothing like this on their offensive end as Mabin throws up another three. Comes off a little short. But Folsom Lake, they went to the half. They were down. They were playing very slow on the offensive end, just getting the ball stripped away from them. And Columbia was dominating defensively. Even though the score is currently a 33-point game, Folsom, their offense is doing a lot better.
Folsom right now, I would not be surprised if they outscored Columbia in the second half. Just based off the fact that they're playing at a faster pace, and that pace has dictated the difference in how they go.
Mabin gets the pass, and it's off his back. Very unfortunate there. It was actually a little bit of contact. So he was falling out of bounds, but the ball went up over the top and actually hit him on the back last second there. So he gets taken out of the game, and in comes Caleb Chang. Only for the second time today, Chang has been in. He does have 5 points and 1 foul. And we're still looking for Bryce Barton to get his points on the board, so all 11 players will get points up on the big screen. Another one rattling out. Players going to the ground, and it will be last touched by Columbia.
And you see on that last play, good take by Dane Johnson, finishing well. And I like the tandem. They put Trey Adams back in the game. And so now they got all three bigs in. We'll see how this works.
Harris looking for a steal, poked it out, does it again, but that time they call him for the reach. Arguing the call. Don't necessarily want to do that. Seen a lot of technicals between the two games tonight.
But I like that. Harris, good effort, making them force it out, almost getting the takeaway, trying to stay persistent, and then he gets the foul there. Those are those fouls that coaches are okay with. When you're hustling, when you're diving on the ground, when you're trying to stay in a defensive play, they like those plays.
And that's Harris's first foul of the night. One of those very defensive players where defensive players usually pick up almost all 6 fouls that they can get. So good job by Arion Harris to only pick up 1 foul through 38 minutes of play.
He's been playing really solid. I'm telling you, he's one of the aces that they might have to depend on as one of those role guys that could be really significant in how far they go in the rest of the season. He seems like he can guard anybody, and he defends, and he rebounds really well. So, and now he can go run transition and get easy layups.
Rexford for 3, back iron. Folsom Lake fighting for that offensive rebound. And they are going to call Julian Brown for the foul, and that is his first of the night as well. So 2 players getting fouls late there. 82-51, NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of the Columbia Classic is brought to you by Chicken Ranch Casino, Minners Tree Company, Woods Creek Café, California Student Housing, Columbia College Foundation, Benton Roberson CPAs, Wrights Basketball, the NCS TV Overnight Summer Basketball Camp, Sonora Conference Center, and Straight Sports Custom Uniforms.
82-51 opening night for the Columbia College Claim Jumpers, and a dominant one, up by 31 points, 2.5 minutes remaining. And it's the first day of the Columbia Classic. Still one more to go. First game of the day on Sunday, 4 p.m. Folsom Lake versus Saracoso, and then Columbia versus Marin at 6. Don't want to miss that. You could also be here at the Oak Pavilion. Plenty of people in the stands tonight for opening night, but they plan to pack this thing out once that regular season comes.
I think it's still a good showing. You know, post-COVID, everybody wants to see their teams play live. Kids are getting to play again. Look at this hustle right here.
Mitchell Prevost jumps on it, but Rexford is quickly there. Harris jumping for it. Kicks it back. Prevost jumping again. Back and forth, back and forth. Now it's Folsom Lake on the offensive side. Throws it up the jam. Dane Johnson.
And I like it, Folsom Lake. Way to respond. Come out and battle. That was a long possession saved. A lot of things going on. But Chow blocked.
Another one down the court. Dane Johnson again throws it up for Trey Adams, who tips it in. 2 quick, easy buckets.
And it's all about how you finish right now. Coach Hoyt's taking his team, pretty much most of his starters out, getting his rotation in this last 2 minutes. But we want these kids to test and see how these young men, should I say, want to see how they battle tested to finish the game out.
Rexford with another steal. He's one-on-one with Harris, and he throws it down 2 hands. 6.
Rexford and Johnson has woke up.
6 quick points there for Folsom Lake, coming back late. Too little, too late for the Falcons, but Columbia showing in the final minutes that the other team can dominate when they need to.
I think the other 2 teams are already out of the building right now, but somebody's going to be probably surprised by Folsom Lake if they can play like this. The way they finished the game, they can play like this tomorrow. And to start, you might have some different results.
Now under a minute, Columbia holding it. Ariane Harris to Brown. Blocked by Trey Adams. And the turnover again. Dane Johnson to Trey Adams, and showboating again. Gets the bucket. No, they're going to say it was on the ground, but I don't like that play. You're down by about 30 points, and you're trying to throw up for a lob just to show off.
I don't even think he knew that Trey Adams wasn't even following him for the dunk right there. So not only did you mess up the play, but you also throwing an oop to somebody who's not anticipating it. And it started with the block from Adams. Good block. Johnson able to finish that last shot.
Six-second differential between game and shot clock, and Caleb Chang just holding it at the top. Looks like both teams are just going to hold it out.
And as soon as that happened, it got extremely quiet in the gym.
Chang passing it to Prevost last second there, which results in a turnover for him. So on the stat book, Prevost will have a turnover just because Chang didn't want to get it on his record there. And final seconds as Folsom Lake has the ball to end it, but they brought it back to a 22-point game where just 3 minutes ago it was 30.
I was impressed with how Folsom Lake played in the second half completely. Even when they came out in the start of the second, they played way more fiery, way more energy, and they're going to have to find a way to bottle up what they did in the second half and kind of convert some of that to the first half. I think when they go back and watch film, they're going to learn their mistakes from the first half. They had mistakes still in the second half, but their overall effort and performance was better.
Now that we've seen all 4 teams play that are playing here over the next 2 days for the Columbia Classic, Folsom, who we just saw, and then 2 hours ago we saw Saracoso. That's going to be the first matchup. What do you look forward to in that?
If Folsom Lake can come out strong like they did, like I said, the way they ended, they're going to have to come out strong because we already know Saracoso wants to run. They want to play up tempo, almost very similar to this game, which is good for Folsom Lake because now they know how to respond to that matchup because they got to watch them as well play. So I think they're going to have to find a way to get Dane Johnson in, Pierce Rexford. Those guys came out very explosive. And then also another piece is how are they going to get Dollywall the ball more? He got some good looks and some good attempts early, but he was definitely stagnant in the second half. So, again, like we saw from that Columbia team, finding balance to where everybody can get in the offense, but it leads to our success. I think that would be pivotal for Folsom Lake.
And then the night game for tomorrow, Columbia, who we just saw play, of course, and then 2 hours ago it was Marin. And Marin lost to Siracoso, and then Columbia winning against a tough Folsom Lake team. How do you think they're going to match up?
Marin's going to have to come out definitely defensive-minded as well. I think I want to see Columbia finish stronger. Even when they take other guys out and they make those switches and they make those adjustments, I want to see how Columbia can play a complete game. And I think Coach Hoyt is on that same mentality of, I'm going to rotate you guys. I'm trying to find the rotation right now. And the more you guys play, the more different type of games we get. It shows me that versatility in what we have. So I want to see Columbia play a full-out game. I want to see Marin kind of step up when they had those peak moments, play that continuously and longer.
And Columbia doesn't just get an automatic win because they're ranked number 2. 2 years ago during the Columbia Classic, they played Diablo Valley, which in that game, in that season, Columbia went on to the Northern Regional Final, only lost 4 games the entire season. And against Diablo Valley, who went on to be 500 the entire season, they forced overtime against that Columbia team. So Marin still has a chance, and they could defeat one of the top teams in junior colleges.
I think so, too. And I think based off how Columbia played at the end of the game, and I know Coach Hoyt, he's going to talk to his team about that because understand, you are not unbeatable just because you got that number 2 rank. And I think that they came out with a lot of fervor for that and the passion towards that. It's maintaining that. That's what they'll learn throughout the course of this year.
Join us tomorrow, 4 o'clock, starting the Columbia Classic again on Sunday, and then another game at 6. That's Columbia, or be here live at the Oak Pavilion. But until then, for our producer, Justin Flores, the rest of our crew, I'm Levi Flores along with Lauren Goodman. Thank you for joining us at Columbia College.